Well, my name is Rachel, and this is my first year of beekeeping, and I'm in Kansas. I think I first got interested in it because me and my sister-in-law had been talking because she was really interested in like trying to do some beekeeping. They just weren't at a place where they could quite do it. I was like, you know what, that would be a lot of fun because instead of like having to depend on someone else's like bees for me getting honey from them and then them not having it in stock, and then I'm being out and I don't really want to buy it from the store, like just not my thing. And I was like, you know what, I should really look into it. It did take me a while, of course, to like really like get on board. But once I did, I was like, you know what, this really isn't that bad, especially since you don't have to be so hands-on, like towards the beginning, at least when you're not having to harvest honey. It really is pretty easy. And since I'm already outside and super like busy outdoors, like it's just another thing I have to do. So it doesn't bother me too much, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm always running out of honey. And so I was like, you know what, I should get my own bees. Looked into it for a while, and then I just kind of forgot about it. And then my husband brought it up, and he's like, why don't you do bees? I'm like, oh yeah, great idea. So I looked into it, started reading up on it, watching a lot of videos. And then ordered some bee equipment and stuff through Galena Farms. Got my bees in probably 3 months later. I think I was most surprised, personally for me, like how easy it was to really get started. If you can find somebody who also like sells bees, which we have somebody that's probably like 20 minutes away that sells like the actual bee nuts, which was really fortunate for me. It really wasn't that hard to like get set up and get started, which was really nice. And then it wasn't as stressful as I thought it was going to be. And I think just like the ease of like using the Hoover boxes, like all you gotta do is you just gotta stack them, put everything together, stack them on top of each other. And it's just really easy to take the lids off and everything. So yeah, I think it's just how easy it was. With bees, like I feel like I can be pretty hands off when I need to be if I'm busy and other things. And I think that's probably what I like about it the most, is I don't have to be like hands on all the time. I think getting before it was just like learning enough. Because I was a little worried that I'm like, oh, what are those things that I don't know or that I haven't like read up on that I'm gonna have issues with? And so it was like making sure like I knew like the most basic mistakes or problems that you could have having beehives. And then honestly, the worst part was like getting the bees into their new hives from their little nut boxes. Yeah, it was like the first time I've ever like handled bees hands-on, and so it was a little nerve-wracking. But after that, it was like smooth sailing putting them in their box. Like they were the most gentle bees I've ever seen. And so after that, I was like, oh, I think I could do this. Read up on it a lot, as much as you can beforehand. And I'm like a visual learner, so I was like on YouTube watching videos, looking up like these big beekeeper people and like what the most common mistakes were, or like, you know, another thing I was worried about was like swarming. Of course, mine aren't big enough that they would swarm this year, but like potentially next year. I'm like, okay, what the heck do I do with that? And so it's just, you know, I started, I think, reading up on bees probably 5 months before I even got the bees. And so I just wanted to make sure I was able to retain the knowledge. So I probably would be just do a lot of reading and keep up on your reading. So I went with Hoover hives because I think pretty well everybody knows how to use. In case I had questions, I could ask the more experienced beekeepers around, and they would probably know how to solve my problems for me. If I had to start over and like redo it, my beehive boxes are on pallets right now. It's 2 pallets stacked, so it does keep them off the ground. However, I would probably have made my husband concrete blocks for me instead, because I have yet to mow around and under those pallet boxes, and I'm terrified to do it, but I need to. It would just help with like weed suppression if I just had like on concrete slabs. So I would definitely change that. I guess the words of encouragement would be, don't be too terrified of them. Like as long as you keep a calm like being and like you don't act like you're afraid, I think that keeps them pretty chill. If you go into it like being terrified, I feel like they know that as well, and then they're more apt to be like, oh, we don't like you, you should leave. So there is that. And then I think that if you're on the edge, I think you should just go ahead and do it. Like, why not? I feel like people are, I think probably the first couple times I've heard that like some people will get like hives, like 1 or 2, because I have 2. They start off with like 2 or 3, and then like they may all 3 die like over the winter, or they just don't survive. And so that was a little discouraging, like reading that. But I was like, you know what? It's okay. I think when you first start off, people are going to fail a little bit, and you know, that's the way life is. People are going to fail. You just got to keep trying.